Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima. You might be wondering why you can't hear any game audio right now. Well, as it turns out, I'm still on a setup that can't record the Vita audio, so I can't do it directly. Like, just for the purpose of demonstration, allow me to turn this up and put this next to the microphone. Yeah, that's about the sort of music you're going to get here. You also get some sort of sound effects, but they're all turned off really easily. So let's actually go and have a look around Tetris Ultimate. So, we're going to go to the options first, because there is a bunch of stuff here that I never expected to see in a retail Tetris game. So if we go to the gameplay options, all of this can be controlled by the touchscreen, by the way, except for going to the next screen. You have to press X to actually go to the next screen. It's kind of annoying, but anyway. So you've got a bunch of options here that you'd never expect to see. You've got the next cue, the hold cue, and the ghost piece. This is all pretty obvious stuff. Then you can change the random generator, the lockdown, and the super rotation system. This is ridiculous. Like, you can change what order, not what order the pieces come out in, but how the random generator selects the pieces. And the 7 bag is like, we take out one of each piece, then we reset it. Classic is we take out any piece we bloody like. It's kind of weird being able to actually put on 7 bag, because 7 bag is an entirely superior set of generation. Then you can even slow down or speed up the lockdown depending on how you like to play it. And the super rotation system, which is where you can spin the piece on the ground and when you can do wall kicks. It's kind of amazing that they let you turn all this stuff on and off. And you can also turn on the auto repeat rate and the delay, so that if it's going a little bit too fast or too slow for you, to the left and right, you can turn these up or down, and, well, yeah, you can just tweak it to your heart's desire. I've currently got it on 6. It starts off by default at 3, which is way too slow, so you really need to go and turn that up immediately. You've got audio options as well. Fair amount of them, actually. Like, you can even turn down the menu sound effects, which seems a bit too much to me, but either way, you can turn these up or down as you like. If you're like me, you'll just put on some actual music in the background and not what this game offers. Although, to be fair, it's not actually that bad music. It's like piano remixes of the Tetris theme, which is pretty nice. You can also turn off the background effects and some in-game messaging, which is alright. Not entirely necessary. Even identical next cues for the versus modes, which is really strange. You can also come to your progress to check your stats. I haven't been playing for that long, but I don't really need to play for very long to know what Tetris is like. Come on. And you've also got awards, which is strange, because you can go all the way up to level 28 in endless mode and still unlock stuff like this. And you've also got badges. You've got badges of 3, and when you unlock badges of 3, you get a trophy for them. So, Ultimate Explorer is the first trophy you'll probably get, because you have to play your first game, play Sprint, and play Battle, which is pretty obvious. But yeah, clear 30 Tetrises, play 30 games with another player, stuff to do with actually playing online, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty obvious. You've also got your online leaderboards, obviously, there I am. Not many people have played this yet. I've been playing this for about, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour. How long have I been playing this for anyway? An hour. Alright, fair enough. And a challenge feed, which just shows you what medals that you might want to go and unlock. But anyway, let's go and actually play some Tetris. So you've got 9 different modes here. I'm going to turn off Tetris Live, because that's the multiplayer. So you've got 9 different modes here. Marathon, Battle, Sprint, Time's Up, Battle, Ultimate, Ultra, Endlessly Inside, and Haunted. I'm going to play Marathon just for the purpose of playing Marathon, because it's Tetris, right? You need to know what Marathon looks like. So here's the idea. It's Tetris. I'm going to turn the music up for a minute. It's not actually that bad. kind of strange, spacey sort of feeling soundtrack, but it's not too terrible, and I could listen to it while I'm playing. Obviously, I'd probably prefer to go with my own music of some kind, but, you know, that's just the way Tetris works, really. You find your spot, you get comfortable, and you do whatever the bloody hell you please. Because it's not up to the Tetris company to decide what exactly the people want, is it? But either way, this is Tetris. It's actually pretty decent Tetris. I had a little bit of a problem signing in at first, and I thought it might have had something to do with some sort of bug that showed up on the PS4 version that made the game lag up like crazy. I thought it might have had something to do with that. But I closed the game and reopened it, and it worked fine the second time. So I'm not entirely sure what caused the first time sign-in delay, but I'm not actually doing that fantastically. I better step it up a bit. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what caused that first time delay, but I managed to fix it. So, well, I didn't even manage to fix it. I just started the game again and it worked fine, so whatever. God damn. I really need to turn down the sensitivity, because sometimes it's a little bit too sensitive and then you turn it down, then you turn it back up again, and it's like, But nevertheless, they actually give you the option to do that, which is nice. But if you want the game to be extremely slidey, well, here you go. And I'm out already. Fantastic. Let's give that another shot without being stupid. You can actually change the starting level too, which is quite nice. But anyway, so it's Tetris. If you don't know what Tetris is, what sort of rock have you been living under? Basically, you have all these different pieces that form different sets of shapes, and you have to fill up an entire line in order to clear them. You can get... Oh, God damn it. Brain, work with me here. And you can get multiple line clears at once for more points. Obviously, the idea is you go until you die by filling up the screen, or you go until the mode that you're playing in particular ends. Obviously, there is an endless mode, which means there's obviously a mode you can go and play forever if you like. It's not that big of a deal. No, this is more like it. I do actually like the badges system in this game, though, I must admit, because it gives a lot of replayability to the game, especially if you can actually find people online to play with. I tried playing online with people before I started this video, and I mean, the game's only been out for a couple of hours, so you would think that there would be one or two people online being like, oh, I actually want to play with someone. Turns out there's really not. That's kind of disappointing. I would like to see an online community for this, because I am actually a pretty big fan of Tetris. And other than that, though, you do have bots to play with, and I will show off the bots in a mode once I get decidedly bored of playing this one particular mode here, or when I fail again, whichever one you prefer. But either way, it still works as Tetris. I haven't noticed any particular frame rate drops or anything like that, and I was keeping a very close eye out for those, because I remember when Tetris Ultimate launched on PS4, so it was something weird, like, the amount of people you had on your friends list actually screwed up your game and made it lag. I don't really know how the hell you managed to do that, Tetris Ultimate on PS4, because you managed to make Tetris on PlayStation 4 lag for something totally unrelated to the game of Tetris. That's amazing. But Tetris Ultimate, for its $15 price tag, actually didn't launch with any game-breaking bugs by the looks of things. Although, matchmaking might be broken, I wouldn't be able to bloody tell. So, I might want to keep my mouth shut about that one for a little bit. Because who knows if the matchmaking is actually broken and you can't find anyone right now. But, nevertheless, I don't think there might not be a way to actually invite people to a game either, which seems to be a little bit disappointing. So you can't play with your friends extremely easily. We'll have to take a closer look into that once we get out into the actual game itself. I better swap to that. I'll drop in there. Yes. I'm not playing at my best right now because I'm not exactly the best when I'm trying to think of stuff to say, but not doing too badly, all things considered. Marathon goes to level 15, as you might expect from pretty much any Tetris game ever. But then once you finish level 15 in Marathon, which is the end of Marathon, you unlock Endless Mode. So it's not like another Tetris game that I remember playing that didn't actually have an Endless Mode. I screwed myself badly here, good lord. Thankfully, I'm not exactly terrible at Tetris, so I can work my way out of pretty much... Well, not pretty much anything, but I'm actually... Bugger me. I need to turn down the sensitivity a bit. But yeah, it's Tetris. I'll just top out now. I've spent too long on this. So you can see how you're doing on your specific badges down the bottom there, and it shows you your statistics, which is pretty neat. And you've also got the leaderboard, so you can always challenge yourself. One of the badges is actually beat your own score 5 times, which is really good. But anyway, so that was Marathon, so that was a look at your basic Tetris. So you've got Battle and Battle Ultimate, which are 2 different types of battle. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn on one of the bots. Unfortunately, you can't turn on more than one bot at once. And yeah, by the looks of it, you don't really have a way to invite a friend to the game, which is a little bit disappointing. But we'll just hit Battle Ultimate up anyway. So the idea is, with Battle Ultimate, it's you versus the AI, or you versus a human player if you can find one. And the idea is, eventually, blocks that have power-ups in them will start to fall. So as you can see there, those flashing blocks, those actually have a power-up in them. So if we can get some lines together, he just unleashed a carousel power-up on me, which moves the playing field every time I drop a block. So if we can get a straight there, and then another straight there, we actually send blocks over to his side. So the idea is you just got to survive for as long as possible while your opponent is sending in stuff at you. And I'm not personally a fan of this. I'm actually a fan of just, whoa. Okay, that's just dick. That is really dick. This isn't bloody TGM3. Calm down. There we go. I actually won. So, yeah, you got that mode, which lets you use pickups to manipulate your opponent. As you saw, I kind of got invisible there and all that. You've also got your base battle mode, which works about as you might expect. Let me try that again. Thankfully, you can actually do a quick restart from here, so you can be right back in the game if you make a mistake right off the bat, which is a nice little feature. So the idea of this mode is that instead of getting pickups to harass your enemy with, is just get as many lines as quickly as you can. The more lines you get in one shot, the more lines will be sent over to the other player's side. And it's the same basic rule, just survive for as long as you possibly can. Thankfully, I'm just going to do this now. Watch him get all those lines out of nowhere. Poor bastard. So it's a Tetris game with a lot of modes, AI bots, reasons to come back and try and play it again, i.e. the badges, an online mode which is, well, it should be very simple. I hope it actually works because I haven't actually managed to find anyone in it yet. And just some decent music. That's pretty much it. I mean, the game costs $15, which might be a bit much for some people. Better than the fucking $30 you have to pay for the full-on physical version. God, that's kind of ridiculous. Also, every mode has co-op, so you can even... Well, not every mode. Obviously, Battle and Battle Ultimate are a bit silly. But yeah, every game has co-op, so you can go play just co-op and have things gently dropping in next to you. Actually, I'll play Sprint. No, I won't play Sprint. I'll play something else. So, there are 3 exclusive modes, which is Time's Up, which clears the line to extend your time, which is okay. You know, not that bad of an idea. Landslide, which is fucking terrible. Actually, I'll show you why this is terrible. Because why not? Because this is actually one of the Vita exclusive modes, and it's absolutely terrible. So, you're playing along, and once you gotten to a specific point... Random blocks get dropped in on you, which absolutely screw up any sort of strategy you might have. Terrible idea. Absolutely phenomenally bad. I hate it with all my passion for Tetris. This just kind of removes the entire point of playing bloody Tetris if everything you do gets screwed up every 5 moves. I'm surprised anyone manages to last at all in this. Like, look at the landslide thing he got. He got it fine. I got pieces of shit like this. It's a terrible mode. I hate it. I hate it to death. And I will not play it more than once. See, look at that. Look at that. That just completely screwed up any chances I have of winning this bloody game. So you can even watch the bloody bot over there figure out what it's going to do. But screw that. We're going back to the main menu. And, yeah, play for 3 minutes. Marathon. And you've also got Haunted, which plays Marathon while your Tetrominoes disappear. So this would basically be practice for Tetris the Grandmaster's credits sequence. But, yeah. To be fair, it's not that bad of a mode, but I mean, obviously, it's not what you're going to be playing right off, entirely off the bat. Managed to do a T-spin while I was completely blind. That's something I usually can't do very well when I'm blinded. Unfortunately, I don't think the AI is actually affected by the blindness. That's a little bit disappointing. Bugger me. But yeah, that was just a quick look at... Yeah, I'm not going to spend too long on that. So that was a quick look at the 2 unique modes. And yeah, Time's Up was the 3rd unique mode. So yeah, that was a look at Tetris Ultimate. $15 might be a bit much for anyone who isn't a Tetris fan. I mean, I can understand paying like 9, but 15 might be a bit much for some people. But personally, as someone who actually really enjoys the game of Tetris, I find myself enjoying this a lot because of all the customizability you got in the gameplay options and all the medals that you can get that aren't actually that easy to get. So, obviously, you need to beat a bunch of people, obviously. You need to get a ton of different things like T-spins. Like 3,000 T-spins. For God's sake. Like, get a 20 combo. Jesus Christ, how the hell do you do that? That would be nuts. But either way, you've got a ton of different things you can go and do. And the game does have a platinum, but good fucking luck. And of course, you've got leaderboards and stats, and there are a bunch of different things you can go do for when you get bored. So, yeah, I mean, I enjoy this a lot, and if you're looking for a good Tetris game, well, here you go. There is the Tetris Mini on PSP, but that is, well, I mean, this is just better, honestly. It's got online multiplayer, it's got a bunch of modes, and the other game just has a bunch of silly challenges that you don't really want to go back and play again, and this game's only got like 2 modes that you'll never want to come back and play again. So that's or at least 4 if you don't like battle. But yeah, $15 for this isn't too bad of a sell, honestly. It's not completely and utterly broken, but at the same time, it's not completely and utterly fantastic. But at the same time, you've got a bunch of different things you can come change. It'll help make it just that much better. So yeah, that was a quick look at Tetris Ultimate. I'll play Ultra. And I'll turn the music up so you can listen to it. How about that? This has been Blue Maxima. I'll see you all next time.